back to the channel. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. Um, I apologize that I was not able to do a full moon in Leo reading, but that moon is actually going to be full for 2 nights. So maybe we'll get a full moon reading out of spirit this morning. It's been coming to me lately that a lot of you may not be dealing with relationship issues. You might be in a great relationship and you're just here because you want to find out more about what's going on in your life in other areas. And so I'm going to try really hard to start bringing more information to the channel if spirit will allow me to pick up on energies of other situations in our lives besides just our relationship. Relationships is what life is made of, though. Basically, the cards read energy, and the energy is denser in objects that are alive. I mean, it's like if the, I can. Everything is made out of energy. This table, the trees, the cars, everything is pure energy. Everything. Because everything's made out of molecules. And I mean, I'm not going to get into a chemistry lesson here or go too far out there into the details of things because I'm not an expert. But I know that I'm reading energy and I pick up more energy from living, breathing mammals. So when I'm reading, I may be talking about a relationship, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. When you listen to the reading, listen for whatever resonates to your situation because there's going to be something in the reading for you. It just might not be the whole reading. And that's going to be the case for all of the readings unless it's private. Okay, and then I prefer to do them in person because these cards can be interpreted so many ways, and I try my best to give people what Spirit gives me, and I just hope that it resonates. So I don't know yet about that cancer reading because I haven't had any feedback yet, but we discussed it last night, and the individual was planning on watching it a couple times because it was so long and had so much information in it before we decided to discuss it and unpack it. And I'm going to try and help them to get more clarity if they need it. And if you ever have a reading and you resonate with it, but you're like, I just need a little more clarity, reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you. I'm not here to make money. I have a job. I make money on my job and I'm comfortable in life. And so I'm able to offer this service to people within reason because I'm busy and I have a lot on my plate, so there's not so much I can do, but I will do what I can. All right, enough about that. I'm not sure why I'm telling you that. Journey faithfully was the song that came through for this reading. So somehow that plays a factor in this reading. I don't know what this reading is going to be about. I haven't really had anything come up. I've had my husband on my mind a lot. And you guys know that I have weird stuff that happens, very paranormal stuff. You've seen paranormal stuff on the channel. You've seen me, some of you know, some of you just know. I don't have to tell you. You've seen the stuff that takes place. Um, and how sometimes I'll know days before something happens. And one of the strangest things that ever happened to me was the week before my husband's passing. I wasn't able to make a reading, and I would try and try and try and couldn't get one. And so this is definitely something that I could not do without spirit. Okay. So let's see what virtue spirit might be working on today in the collective. We've been seeing the same ones. This is a new week, spirit. We're starting a new week. What is it that the collective needs to know? Oh my goodness, you guys. I am not believing this. I am not believing this. Y'all saw me shuffling those cards. Again, obedience and generosity. Somebody is meant to, all of us are meant to hear this message. We have to be obedient to somebody that's in authority over us, and we have to be generous. Over and over and over again, all week long, we've been seeing this, and it's been coming up with various attributes like kindness. I can't remember what the kindness, responsibility came up one time, content came up, gentleness came up, love came up, I think respect came up, gratitude came up, and now today we have loyalty, which is very much a Leo card, and we were talking about the Leo moon a while ago. I want to pull some Moonology here. And I have my old Moonology cards. I love all of my cards. I have a real intense relationship with these cards, and they possess my energy because I've been playing with them for so long. Alright, Holy Spirit, talk to the collective about what it is that we need to know for the upcoming week. What information is the card turned over in the deck? That means we need to know that already. Okay. Interesting. Your commitment to something is being tested. First quarter moon. Your commitment to something is being tested. It could be your job. It could be a relationship. It could be an exercise program that you started. Something that you're committed to. You're being tested. Being tested is hard. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon Pisces. Alright, Spirit, why is our commitment being tested like this? Expect powerful change and balance, spirituality, and practicality. Why are you telling us that our commitment is being tested? Because I want you to have faith in your dreams. I want you to know that the energy is gaining momentum. Things are about to speed up in life, and prosperity lies ahead. So step out of your comfort zone. It's time to come out of your comfort zone. Have faith in your dreams. The energy is gaining momentum. Prosperity lies ahead, and step out of your comfort zone. And so far, I have Taurus here. I have your North Node, and then I just have the waxing crescent and the waxing moon, which is when it's like a crescent moon. You know what a crescent moon is. This is the first quarter moon. So between now and the end of the month, this is actually like an eclipse. There could be an eclipse that's somehow significant to your life or to this situation. I'm not sure when the eclipses are this year. Your dreams need a practical plan. So Spirit is saying you need a practical plan. You have dreams, and I want you to have faith in these dreams. And I want you to understand that right now the energy is gaining momentum. Things are about to speed up in your life, and it's going to lead you to prosperity. And that's why I need you to be generous and obedient and loyal. This could be definitely about work. Let's pull some tarot, use the black deck I'm hearing. Alright, Spirit, how are you working in the collective? Well, that flew out. Guess what it was? It's a tower, you guys. That is definitely a Leo card. It's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Somebody could have something going on neurologically um with their eyes and their brain, and you may have to have a surgery on your eye to have your eye removed. It looks like you may have already lost your vision in one eye, in your right eye, and your left eye is not doing well. And if this is you, if you are having trouble with your eyes, I am having trouble with my eyes. My daughter has been having trouble with her eyes. Many of us may be having trouble with our eyes. I pray that you will be whole and well again soon, okay? You may be having headaches because of something. This could be allergies, it could be a headache, it could be anything. And then we have Leo, the strength card in reverse. So it's like we have some kind of weakness. And the weaknesses that I see so far is that our dreams need a practical plan. So let's talk about that. How can we talk about that, Spirit? Let's find out some practical ways that we can implement things into our life. These cards are good at giving us information. All right, how can we get a practical plan together, Spirit? Talk to me about what we need to do to get a practical plan together. What do we need to do? Talk to me. Give me good, strong answers, please. Good, strong answers only from the universe. Thank you. Everything I touch is a success. Spirit needs you to start thinking and realizing that everything you touch is going to be a success. I now establish a new awareness of success. I know I can be as successful as I make up my mind to be. I move into the winning circle. Golden opportunities are everywhere for me. Prosperity of every kind is drawn to me. So maybe you need a job, or you need a better job, or you need to go back to school to get educated for something that you are already doing so you can get a promotion in that job. All right, so one thing you can do to make a practical plan is you can start reminding yourself every day that everything I touch is a success, and start realizing that when you touch things, that this is going to be a success. This is going to be a success because Spirit said it's going to be a success. All right, what else? Oh, that came out with force. There is no blame. So some of us are blaming others. Playing the blame game, there is no winner. It takes up valuable time away from knowing that everything you touch is a success, and that like it's like you're stuck in the past blaming somebody else. If it wasn't for them, it's not your parents' fault, it's not the government's fault, it's not your doctor's fault, it's not the person who ratted you out's fault. It's I release the need to blame anyone, including myself. It's not even your fault. We are all doing the best we can with the understanding, knowledge, and awareness we have. And that awareness can change. Somebody has a black cat and it knocks things over in their house. All right, one more thing to add to our practical plan. So, practically, we need to realize that everything we touch is going to be a success, and we need to stop blaming others, even ourselves, for whatever situation we find ourselves in. No matter how hard it might seem, we have to realize there is no blame here. There's no reason to blame anybody. We're all doing the best we can. Even if that's piss poor for somebody. Like if your parents are doing a piss poor job, and they always have been, they're doing the best they can. That's what they have to work with. That's what Spirit gave them to work with, and that's what they chose to work with. But it's not their fault, and it's not your fault. It's just the circumstances you find yourself in, and you're wasting valuable time. All right, one more thing. One more thing, Spirit. What else? That one was determined to come out. Freedom is my divine right. So you're in a situation where you feel stuck or like you're not free. You deserve freedom. It's your divine right, and I'm free to think wonderful thoughts. I move beyond past limitations into freedom. I am now becoming all that I am created to be. Everything you touch is going to be a success. So you need to start planning for everything you touch to become a success. Okay, like let me give you an example of my own life. When I pick up my work bag and I put it in the car to go to work, and I sit down at my desk, everything I touch is going to be a success. Everything. And I'm going to be free to do something different. No more blame. I'm not going to blame anybody for anything anymore. It's not their fault. They were doing the best they could. There's no sense in blaming anybody anymore. And you're going to accept your uniqueness. You're different. You're not like everybody else. Everybody in this world is unique. We all have fingerprints that are different. None of us have the same fingerprints. There is no competition and no comparison. For we are all different and meant to be that way. I am special and wonderful, and I love myself. And I didn't finish telling you what I was going to tell you about me being a little weird and y'all knowing that I'm a little weird. Well, somebody keeps taking pictures of me at night while I'm asleep, and you can tell it's not me because my arms are in the pictures. And they're awful pictures, or I would show them to you. If I ever see you in person, I'll show them to you. But somebody keeps taking ugly pictures of me when I'm asleep at night. And I wonder who that could be, because it started after Wayne died. And I think he's with me a lot. I think he likes being with me. I am willing to change. Spirit says, this is your practical plan. You're going to be willing to change. You're going to be willing to accept that you're unique. There's something unique about you. You know what that is. There's no blame. You're free. And everything you touch is going to be a success. And any of these things that you're not already trying to do, you're going to be willing to change. I am willing to release old negative beliefs. They are only thoughts that stand in my way. My new thoughts are positive and fulfilling. And I'm going to say something, that this journey that you're on, this life that you're living, because life is a journey. And the destination is for you to transition from this life to the next. But there's something you're supposed to do in this life. There's something you're supposed to do, and find out what that is and give it everything you've got. It's going to take grit. It's going to take you digging your heels in. It's going to take you pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. It's not going to come easy. You have to work at it. You have to put your human effort into the situation. When you add your spirituality and your practice, you have to have a practical spiritual faith that is, you have to balance practical and spiritual. It's not like spirit's going to zap and you're going to have abundance. You have to work for abundance. You have to get off your ass and get a job if you don't have one. And if you don't have a good enough one, you have to get two, or you have to get another one, or you have to go get an education so you can get a better job. There is no blame. Don't blame yourself. Don't blame anybody else for whatever situation you find yourself in. Stop blaming other people and do whatever you have to do. Spirit says to have faith in your dreams. Your energy is gaining momentum. Spirit is telling you that you're in a position where you're in the ocean, and you're kind of caught in the riptide Okay, you're caught in the riptides, and Spirit's like, have faith. It looks like it's not going to happen, but have faith. You're just caught in the riptides right now. But in just a minute, you're going to ride a wave all the way to the shore. I mean, there's going to be a real quick moving of the energy around you. And you can either work against it or you can work with it, and you can move forward to where your prosperity lies, because this is what everything is indicating is your prosperity over here. And you're going to have, the way you're going to do this is you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone. You're going to have to come out of the comfort zone in order to make this happen. All right, let's pull some tarot on this. Spirit, what kind of tarot do I want to use? I don't even have a clue. I don't even have a clue. What do you want to do? Let's see what it is that we need to know about ourselves and what we've been through in life that can help us. What's happened to us in the past, Spirit, that is standing in the way of our success? What is it we need to know about the past that we need to deal with? Past, present, and future. Past, please. Thank you so very much. You're the most amazing ever. The Princess Savior. This is your past now, okay? Number 12, Princess Savior. Even if you feel uncertain about facing a challenge, believe in yourself. You are strong enough to conquer this. There will be help if you need it, but you already have the inner resources required to overcome any obstacle and attain the most blessed outcome. If you are in the process of letting go of someone or something, perhaps an old habit, an old way of life, a relationship, or a situation in which you have felt trapped, don't allow insecurity or uncertainty to stop you. You've got this, and you are doing the right thing in moving on. So you had to move on from something in the past. Okay? That's why Spirit's saying don't blame. Don't blame. You had a right to be free from this past. You had a right to be free. Stop blaming people for whatever happened. Accept that you're unique and be willing to change. Okay? All right. Now, what is the current hold up? What do we need to know currently about ourselves that's holding us up? I have 3 cards here. Spirit, wow. Okay. Currently, we need to know 3 things. That's okay. Now, this might be all the cards we pulled today. You may feel under pressure to conform, maybe to someone else's opinions or even to your own previous plans or ideas. Don't give your power to make choices away to another, whether that is the choice of what to believe or how to behave. Don't give away your power to the past if it will take you away from what you know is true now, even if it seems to be more difficult in the short term. Trust that living what you know is true and right for you is the only way that you are going to get the happiness and fulfillment that you want and deserve. Alright, so you're a divine badass, and you don't need to let anybody or anything stand in the way of you making this change that you have to make in the past, that you had to make in the past. So your commitment to moving forward is what's being tested. Your commitment to yourself, a commitment you made to yourself. I will not go back to that situation ever again. I'm done with that situation. So maybe you're having a little bit of temptation. Spirit says you have a bright destiny, though. Number 14. And you need to focus on your bright destiny. Let's see what that means. It's okay to feel unclear or even confused about what is happening in your life or within you at this time. It's like that because you're going through soul growth. Things will become clear in time. For now, however, let the process happen. Fear can make us try to force something that isn't quite ready yet. Don't try to impose a meaning or take action or understand it all prematurely. Don't think too hard. When it's time for you to act, you'll know. It's okay to relax and trust that the moment of clarity will come when the time is right. So you're a little confused right now about things, and it's okay, but don't go back with something or someone that you promised yourself you were done with. And then number 34 is Shaman of Skulls. This is currently what you're going through. In your heart, you have been asking for something different, something more, and the universe is answering your prayers. You do not need to be afraid of the changes happening or that are going to happen for you. You are part of the answer from the universe. You might feel uncertain because you cannot see how it's all going to work out, but know that the universe is caring for you and will provide a way to move through this transition with grace. You are not crazy to willingly enter this experience. There is nothing that you need to avoid and so much that you will gain. So you don't realize how much your life is about to explode. Your life is about to explode. And you've made a commitment. And it's being tested. Like, I think you decided, I'm not going back to that no matter what. Like, I'm not going back to those drugs no matter what. I'm not going back to that relationship no matter what. I'm not going back home to my mother and father no matter what. I'm not going back to that school no matter what. I'm not going back to that friend no matter what. I'm not going back to whatever it is that you made a commitment to. You committed to something. I'm not going back to that job no matter what. Whatever it is you committed to not going back to, I'm not going back to prison no matter what. No matter what, I'm not doing that again. Okay, so what is it in the future that we need to be aware of? The pretty recent, I mean, like, the future that's right around the corner. Gelato Goddess keeps coming up on the bottom of the deck. You're going to have a spirit warrior and be there for you. Be brave and true and be there for you. Brave and true, spirit warrior, number 19. This is what you need to know about the near future. That's what I was trying to say. Spirit knew what my heart meant. Always does. Okay. Spirit warrior. You are earning the right to make significant progress in your life. The universe will make certain you're ready for the breakthrough by testing your spiritual maturity. Your commitment is being tested. Your commitment to whatever it is you want to do is being tested. The universe will make certain you're ready for the breakthrough by testing your spiritual maturity. The universe wants to make sure that we are wise enough to use our increased power and any other blessings wisely and not hurt ourselves or others, even if no one else knows about it. Will you behave with integrity and be true to yourself? Will you be kind even when you could be in the position to judge another? Be the best human you can be and know that any test you're going through will actually be predictions of positive changes and divine gifts headed your way. So be careful how you act when it comes to integrity because it's going to predict this future of yours being prosperous because you're about to be put in a leadership position. Be there for you, number 4. You're about to be moved forward very fast. Spirit's about to close the gap of time for you where you've been in a situation where you've been spinning your wheels and felt like you were going nowhere. There is going to be an enormous shift of energy that's going to burst you to where you're supposed to be and get you out of the rut that you've been stuck in. But these are the things you have to do. It's time to let yourself off the hook. Don't interpret the behavior of other people or circumstances outside of your control to indicate something negative about you. Forgive yourself for anything that you feel you have done wrong. You can learn from your choices more easily. Remember, there's no blame. If you stop punishing yourself whenever you feel that you've made a mistake, even the decisions that you regret can help you grow wiser when you swap judgment for compassion. Sometimes we can only learn what we need to know from what doesn't work out so well at the time. Forgive yourself, have your own back, and be good to you. So you made a mistake. You did something that was probably not a good idea, but it was a learning experience. You were meant to do that. It was a divine detour. Okay, and then we have number 5, Gelato Goddess. Have you given another the power to influence your sense of self worth or your direction in life? Choose with care who you allow to get close to you and guide you. It's obvious and yet easy to forget that if we accept guidance or influence from another, we want to make sure that they are living the kind of life and being the kind of person that we aspire to be. You can learn from and be inspired by others, but you must stay true to yourself. Do not allow another person's voice to become more important to you than the divine within your own heart. So there are people that you are prone to somehow that have influence. And some people can influence us more easily than others because we have respect for them and we look up to them. But when we look a little closer, we might find that that is not something that they have earned. It's just something that you gave them without realizing. So just if you've given your power away to another to make decisions by their to let them help you make decisions and you realize this person doesn't really align with me, their energy doesn't align with where um my spirit is trying to go, unfollow, unfriend. You know, you don't have to be mean. You just step away. Just back away and say, you know what? I got this. Me and Spirit got this. Okay, Spirit. Talk to me about how this may have happened. How did the collective... Virtues must have been involved. Had something to do with that loyalty. You were trying to be loyal to somebody. Alright, Spirit. How did this happen to the collective? You were worried. I'm worried that it might be too late to make things right between you and whoever. You're worried for some reason. It just doesn't matter what the bottom says. You're worried. This happened because you're worried. What are they worried about secretly? Oh, that flew out. You're worried about I love you and somebody being on the verge, but it not being the right time. You're worried about somebody being on the verge and needing to tell them that you love them, but that it's not the right time. Alright. What's being shown? That's what's happening in secret. What are they showing you outwardly? That they're learning a lot of lessons. I'm learning my divine lessons, and I'll soon be by your side. Because this person's learning a lot of lessons. This person could be you. Somebody could be worried about you because they love you and they're on the verge of telling you, hey, whatever you're about to do, it's not the right time. But you have to remember now, don't take advice from somebody unless you know that they're lining up. Look, this could involve your family. All right, what's going to happen next? True love is going to happen next. And there's a waiting game happening right now. Somebody's waiting for this. They've been waiting for this, I think, for a while. That's okay. They're moving on with their life. They're making practical plans. They're doing what they got to do. Now we want to know what the tower is about. So we're going to pull some tarot on the tower. All right, we're going to use the Modern Love Tarot. I love this deck because it includes same sex, and it always reminds me that you guys are watching and that I can incorporate that in my readings. There's something that's a significant cycle in your life that's going to end, and you're reevaluating what all has happened to you over this period of time in your life. All right, so why are we having a tower? What is this tower about? This is important, very important. The devil came out. The devil came out. The tower is about the devil, the Eight of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Wands upright. You strongly desire something to move forward and for it to be a spark of fire. Like, this is like, you know what a spark is? You have that spark. This spark can be creativity, it can be sex, it can be anything you're passionate about. You are very passionate about somebody or something that you want to move forward, but it's in reverse for some reason. Why is it in reverse? Capricorn's here. Because somebody is stuck. Remember? They were stuck. They're stuck. But while they're stuck, they're working on balancing themselves out and getting their life balanced. They want things to be more fair, more equal. They want equality when it comes to giving and taking. And this is about pentacles. Somebody wears jeans. They might have a pink and white striped shirt and a pink sweater they wear. They could have pink and blonde hair as well. And also very beautiful fingernails that they just had done. And those jeans you're wearing, those tight fitting jeans are beautiful. But there's some manipulation that's happening. Alright, so give me more about the Hangman. Somebody has been through a death that they're grieving. They're almost at the end of this grief. There's the death card. Scorpio's here. And the Seven of Cups. It's like something has made you very popular. A lot of people are interested in your attention and in your time. And these people, they don't really like you all that much. But they know that you're in charge and that they have to like you if they want respect. If they want loyal, they have to have loyalty because you're in charge. Something is about to transform that's going to put you in a very popular place. Like, you might be in charge. You might be the one that has to be obedient and generous. They might have to be obedient to you because you're about to be made, somebody's about to be made the boss. And they went through a lot of loss and a lot of transformation to get here. They worked their ass off and they went through some dark times to get there. Look, they're moving slow. Or somebody is. Why is strength in reverse? The lovers came upside down. Because what your weakness is that, oh, there's another... You're at a crossroads and you won't make a choice. Why won't they make a choice? Because you're at the end of another relationship. You may have just lost somebody you love or broke up with somebody, a long term relationship. It could have been as much as 10 years. 2 to 10 years. 2, 5, 10. Somehow 7 is also. And 13. Some of you could have been together 13 years. But you're at the end of an old relationship and you're at the crossroads about this choice. You may be at a crossroads about ending it. What are they leaning towards, Spirit? The end of it. It's a marriage too. Yep. There's a Capricorn, Virgo or Taurus. It looks like a Capricorn. It looks like a masculine, or it's just a very hard working man that you were in a higher level commitment or you had some sort of contract with. You could have worked for him, and he's no longer going to be in the picture, and that's why you're going to become the boss because he's leaving. It looks like, is going to be fired, actually. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Because of an Empress. Because of an Empress. What about the Empress? This is a very, very powerful woman. The Three of Pentacles. She refuses to be involved in a third party. And whatever he's doing is causing somebody to be left out in the cold. And it's an Empress who refuses third party. So she has decided that he is no longer going to be a part of her life. This higher level, whatever commitment. You had some kind of contract with this person and you're thinking about ending it because that person has not ended another relationship yet. And there's somebody that's wanting to play around and be like play in the field. Alright, tell me more, Spirit, about how this happened. Somebody had heart fog. What was being hidden? They were drifting. And what was being shown? These are coming out with force. Somebody confessed something. Alright, what's going to happen next? They're going to hide the fact that they're leaving. You're concealing the fact that you're about to say farewell and that you've been in despair. What do they want to confess? Spirit said, get these cards. What is it that they secretly want to confess? Wow, these cards are coming out with force. That you feel so happy. I feel so happy with you, and I trusted you. What happened? I can't get enough of you. I hide my feelings. I do love you. I saved your text messages, and I don't know how to feel. How does the other person feel? Your intellect arouses me, and I would do it all again. So, I have too much to lose, though, and I have trouble with intimacy. They're going to say goodbye. They're going to say goodbye. Clarify this again. What would this Emperor say? What would this King of Pentacles say? I think he is the Emperor. He would say, I can't stop thinking of you as this love. What would the Empress say? Ah, damn, why, Lord, help me, I can't send this. Did you block me? My calls keep going straight to voicemail. And what would this other person say, this playboy over here? I can't stand you. You drive me crazy. What the fuck did I get myself into? What else would he say? He would say, shaking my head, you drive me crazy. So he is the one who's headed out the door. He's about to say goodbye. What would he say to the person that he's holding his arm around? I think I could marry you one day. So he's got marriage on his mind with somebody else. What am I going to do with you, seriously? They could be the same people, this Knight of Cups and this King of Pentacles. I don't know. There's so much going on here I can't keep up, I'll be honest with you. But I'm hoping that it's making sense to you. What's going to happen with the money here? Somebody's going to take a risk when it comes to the past. They're going to get a gift, and they're going to have a celebration. Alright, what else? They're going to manage their money and have a new beginning. And anything else we need to know? You're going to have to juggle, be a magician, and you're going to be alone for a while. Alright, anything else? So some of you are going to be alone. You're going to have a windfall when it comes to real estate. And you're going to have a business opportunity to have your own business again. Why did I say again? Alright, anything else we need to know here before I close? Somebody is obsessed with, and they're longing. For what? They're on different pages. So they want to be released. Use your intuition. There's a lot of passion. What are they passionate about? They want to play hard. And can we have more information about this? There's been rejection, and there needs to be an apology for the rejection. And then there will be forgiveness for this twin flame. And they'll make a decision to have a second chance and put away the computer so they can have healing because they know this is protected. This looks like the reading I did last night, almost verbatim. Alright, angels, how are you helping in this situation? You're giving them unity, and somebody's getting knowledge in their thoughts. And there's going to be communication. You'll probably get communication later today. What kind of healing do you need? Oh, that flew out. Letting go of that old relationship that you're holding on to. And you need sexual arts. And you'll have that with this twin flame. And don't self-sabotage. Don't self-sabotage by hanging on to something that you know is gone, overdone, finito, or whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm gonna shut up. Alright, I have a compass, an anchor, 2 pieces of crystal, and a metal headgear. In this bowl, I have a star with a tree of life, a pentagram, a skeleton key, a razor blade. This is the birdie that plays the guitar that I used to call my jail birdie. Don't ask me why. A hand or a card player yourself, a music note, a marble, a dolphin, and a turtle. And you probably pull cards just to see if they align with what I'm saying. And I hope that you do. And I hope that they align. Okay, so I think that's going to wrap this up. Spirit, can you show me where the collective is right now? You're getting justice for whatever happened here. Where's your person? They're with a third party who's a soulmate, but it's in reverse. Why is it in reverse? Because there's this winter, they've been going through a lot of darkness. And what's connecting these two people? Somebody's about to take action. What do you mean they're going to take action? They're being guided to a conclusion. And then what are they going to do? They're going to finally heal. They're going to heal. Anything else besides heal? You're going to stop having so much pride and ego and have a fresh start. Good for you. That sounds like a good plan. All right, guys. Have a blessed day. I love you, and I'll be back later with some more videos. Bye-bye.